We now want to just have a look at patterns. So our eyes are quite good at looking for patterns, and so we want to utilize that. So we need to look at different ways that we display them, as well as the different types of patterns themselves. So the first step we need to do is to identify what each cross or dot represents on the graph. So there's an example, looking at measurement 1 on one axis, measurement 2 on another axis, and I want to know what does that cross represent. And so that tells us that there's two measurements about a person or an object. So the second step is to identify whether or not the pattern's increasing, stable, or decreasing. So let's have a look at what a positive or increasing pattern would look like. So here's our measurement 1 and measurement 2, and I'm going to put some crosses on and notice the pattern that's forming there. Can you see that those crosses are going upwards? So that's what makes it into a positive or increasing pattern. Then we can have a look at stable patterns. So again, I've got measurement 1, measurement 2. So as I add my crosses onto this graph, you'll notice that they're just going across horizontally. They're quite stable. The third type of pattern is our negative or decreasing pattern. And if we look at the crosses there, what's happening is that those are all heading downwards. Okay, it's like skiing downhill. So that's our negative or our decreasing patterns. So let's have a look at this example. We've got our graph of height versus weight. We want to describe what each cross on that graph represents and then describe any patterns we see. So if I take any of those crosses, that's a single person and it's representing their height and their weight. So that's what I just want to say, is that each cross represents a person and records how tall they are and how much they weigh. So then I need to think about the pattern, and I've put a nice blue line going through there, and you should be able to now to see as our heights are getting bigger, the weights are getting taller. We've got an increasing pattern, and that's what I want to say, is as people get taller, they're putting on weight. It's an increasing or positive pattern.